Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So here's a little update on the Mandalorian pit droid that I've been doing lately. He's pretty much 90% complete now. So I've gone away, done some additional work since the last video. I've added these bits here, so I went into Mesh Mixer, basically took a Mandalorian helmet, sized it up, made it to fit the dome, cut the parts off, flattened them off, smoothed them, so that I could attach them underneath with some epoxy and then just a bit of filler. Gives it a bit more of a Mandalorian-esque look. I've done the torso and things like that now, so he's had a bit more additional work torso-wise. Everything's been painted with a dark grey, and then what I did is I went around and just gave it a light dusting of a lighter grey, just to give it that kind of jumpsuit feel. He's got all his accessories and stuff on added now. Done some weathering on the helmet. This is just the last bit I need to finally finish off. He's got the Z-seam line there, which needs to be sanded down smooth and then painted in the blue colour with the black on the interior. His gauntlets turned out really well. I'm super chuffed with how these sized up. They look the part. You know, I've done a little bit of weathering on them. I still have to go around with my weather and mix of brown and black and go over the whole, you know, gauntlets, armour thing, just to give it a little bit more of a dusty weathered look. Same with that gauntlet there, that turned out really well. But obviously that is very, very silver compared to how I really want it to look, so that will be done in a bit. Painted the bottom halves of his feet brown to kind of replicate boots. That's usually the brown that I use on the droids, just to, you know, give him a little bit of episode 1 feel. I also printed him 2 West Stars as well, so he's now got these little tiny blasters, so that's how small they are when I hold them. So I think he's about 40%, 30% size. I've also epoxied on a magnet onto the back of each one, because on his hips he actually has a bolt, so when these go onto him they literally just magnetise straight onto the bolt. He's got another one on this side as well, so he's got his 2 West Stars. He's also got the additions of a cape, so obviously, you know, most Mandalorians have their little cape thing going on. Decided to do him one in black, and yeah, I'm super chuffed with how he's turning out. A little bit more work just to do on a few bits and pieces like the eye, and, you know, just a little bit of tidying up, a bit weathering. I've also made him a gun, so I printed out I thought what would be the perfect gun for a Mandalorian pit droid, and I obviously went with the Jawa Ion Blaster. So size wise, perfect. Jawa's about the same size anyway. You know, people are now going to pay him to go and round up droids. Jawas pay him to go and hunt down droids and stuff to sell. So I've gone over, 3D printed the whole thing, gone over it with some filler, some car body filler. It's very, very rough at the moment. I need to give the whole thing a really, really good sand, get everything smooth. Then I'm just going to paint it black, and then he will have his own blaster. So when he's in convention mode, basically what I'll do is I'll stick the blaster in his hand like that, so he can basically hold it like that, or I can stick it in his hands like he's going to fire. He is fully posable still. I did have to, unfortunately, glue the hip joints, mainly because they were pretty brittle, and if I didn't they would have probably snapped and took his leg clean off. The post as well that holds onto the waist, that had to be reinforced with some wood, just to give that a bit more extra strength, but I'm pretty happy with how he's turned out. I love the blue, love the Deathwatch colour scheme, and his little Jawa Ion Blasters are even better. So what I'm going to probably do, oh yeah, I forgot to mention he's also got his little backpack on as well. What I'm going to probably do is do some little metal like hoops or something, so I can have like a strap, get like an old leather belt or something, do him a shoulder strap that he can, you know, sling over his shoulder. But yeah, I'm gonna probably do another update when he's finished. I'll probably take him out somewhere and get some decent photos, probably at the woods or something, get some thematic photographs. But yeah, considering it's been kind of like a slow grow project with a spare pit droid I had, I'm pretty chuffed. So what I'll do is I'll end the video here now. I'll probably do another one in a couple of weeks' time, and hopefully he will be finished and ready to show off. Thank you very much for watching.